We've got actor and TV host William Valdes in to discuss how to make a relationship work when you travel often, and we are sipping our nightcap Wine-y The Pooh tonight on It's Complicated.
You're listening to It's Complicated with your hosts Jennifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, coming to you live from the AfterBuzz TV studios in Los Angeles, California.
Hello, master daters. Welcome back for an all-new episode of It's Complicated.
The struggle or trouble is real when you're dating in the city. I was going to say, it is always all new. Well, sometimes it's not.
No, sometimes, or we just go missing.
Yeah, that too.
I'm Jen, guys.
And I'm not Jen, guys.
No, she's Lauren.
I'm Lauren.
And it's almost her birthday.
It's not as fun when I'm Lauren.
But it is fun this weekend because it's your birthday.
That's true.
So
I'm 21. Now I can drink Wine-y The Pooh.
Cheers to you.
Oh, finally. It feels so good.
I'm so glad, guys. And it feels really good because tonight we are going to discuss how to make a relationship work when you or your partner is always on the go with actor, singer, and TV host William Valdes.
That's right. And before we get into everything, we are going to cheers with our nightcap Wine-y The Pooh. Guys, we are sipping and paying homage to the song Winnie by our guest, William, and DKB, his cousin, which we just found out about, because when you're on the road and you need to keep things sweet with your honey, you just got to play a little Winnie, pour a glass of Wine-y, and get a little saucy on the FaceTimey. That's right.
The FaceTimey.
Yes.
Damn, you are so clever. I can't even handle you. So, guys, we're going to tell you about our guest right now as we do. William has been performing since he was like a little tyke. 5 years old.
Yeah.
First attending the National Circus in Havana.
I mean,
Cuba.
I'm sorry. He ran away to the circus, but not really. He didn't run
I think
away.
somebody probably drove him there.
But still, it's better if he ran away.
I wish he was a carny.
He might be.
I don't think so. But then when he was 17, he didn't run again. He moved to Miami for a part in a soap opera and then continued acting in other telenovelas.
I mean, he really just did it. And then in May 2013, William formed the Mexican boy band CD9 with 4 other artists, and they released their first single, The Party, and then later signed a recording contract with Sony Music Mexico. And in 2015, William released #Moss, his first single as a solo artist.
Moss. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
With a hashtag.
#Moss, because you want more.
Of course you do. And he also has a hosting bug, just like us guys, and was social media host for the Univision morning show Despierta America until 2017.
Yes, and then now he is on Buenos Dias Familia is as a guest host.
Excellent.
Well, what?
That was excellent.
Oh, thank you.
You're excellent.
It's the Wine-y The Pooh, I think, that's helping me. He was a guest host a couple of months ago and then moved back to LA, and now this is his gig.
Every day, 5 days a week. Well, so not every day, but 5
of the day.
five
So
of
the
days.
show, it features interviews with celebrities. It talks about important events, human interest stories, and then entertainment news, of course. And, there's comedy segments. It's really fun. But they bring you like the important news, but like with a fun dynamic and like twist in their own little way.
On Estrella TV, guys.
Yes.
So, as we mentioned, he was also featured on DKB's song and music video for Winnie, which you got a taste of.
It's so good and catchy.
It really is. And you know what else is catchy? Keeping things complicated.
Oh my God.
That's not a good segue, but just go with it.
It happens. We're all about the Winnie Wine-y. I went wine tasting with my boyfriend and this really cute couple that we really enjoy being around. And I will say, I think it's nice to have obviously people in your life that you respect or look up to in whatever way, shape, or form. But like when you're with your significant other, it's nice to have another couple that you sort of look up to. And this couple is just so sweet. They've been married for almost 10 years. And they're still really cute around each other. And I know cute's like a very blanket statement. They're like into each other. They touch each other. It's not like annoying though. And they're like, they respect each other. They laugh. And you can tell the way they look at one another. They're like still think the other person just like hung the moon. It's really cute.
That's a weird saying.
I don't really know where it came from. Like, I guess like
Hung the moon.
yeah, like you're responsible for the solar system. I don't know. Whatever. But
We'll look into
they're
that
very
one.
cute and fun to be around. And obviously, wine tasting is fun. So we had a good time. And my mom is in town, and so is my boyfriend's mom because it's the birthday extravaganza.
It's yours and it's your boyfriend's daughter's birthday.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That is a double whammy.
All of the birthdays.
So many things to celebrate,
Yeah.
which is very exciting.
Yeah.
Also, I think we need to come up with like a term for like mentor couples. Like couple, like
Besides like hashtag couple goals. Cause
right,
that's
that's like whatevs. That's basic.
we need like a, we're not basic bitch. We need like a real, Okay, we'll think of something.
Okay, or you guys like
let us know.
do the
on
things.
the gram.
All the places you could find us
Okay.
and stuff.
Jen, what have you been up to?
You know, just dates and things, doing the things that I do.
Standard.
Standard. I also had a lot of friend time, relaxing time, a couple photo shoots, which is why I've bombarded the internet with photos
She's
of
breaking
myself.
the internet with her sunglass photos.
Feel free to unfollow me. It's kind of annoying. I'm trying to be witty with my captions, so it's not just like another photo of me again.
They're good.
Thanks. Anyway, I promised I would post them, and now I'm gonna just tone it down a little. Also, my mom is coming to town, so I'll just post pictures of her.
It's
instead.
like all the moms.
So many moms, so little time. But in other news, I mentioned I went on these 2 dates, or a couple dates. I decided it would be good relationship karma to tell them early on that I'm not interested, not like ghost them or do the things you can do. Sort of.
I like that.
Yeah, so after date 1, when they have now asked me for another date, which is really nice of them to be a fan and stuff, I wrote a really crafty text, I think.
Is it the same one for all of them, but just insert
Insert
XXX
name
and the different
or
yeah.
like it'll be like if I delayed on responding, it'll insert like niceties that like maybe I didn't need to put for the other one. But for those listening and watching, here you go if you want to let someone down easy.
this is how you do it.
Yes. Hey, insert name.
Oh my God, I cannot. Yes, keep going.
Whatever. I can post this
No, do it
somewhere. You can all copy and paste this. Hey, insert name. I have been reflecting on our date and feel more of a friendly connection between us. I had a great time meeting you and respect you. So I'd rather not waste your time or generosity on a second date. Thank you for putting energy into me, though. I hope you can understand.
Wow.
That's it. That was it. I wanted
hope-
it to be longer,
I
like
hope
more
that
like
they
the
don't
more you know.
mistaken the word energy for something else.
Like what?
I don't know. A penis?
What? No. Why would I say energy for a penis?
I'm just saying.
or on a
maybe-
first date and then never see them again.
Listen.
I would actually just slide into the abyss if that were the case.
Yeah, see, here we go.
Slide.
Yeah.
I didn't say these
I'm
things.
kidding. It was just me. I'm being funny.
It was you. You are funny, and I'm really excited to celebrate your birthday.
Oh, thanks. See how that came right back around?
That was a better segue, finally.
And your mom's coming to my birthday too, so it's going to be.
Sure. Off the plane, so you're going to get a special.
We're going to get
special
Jan Golden just in it to win it.
Oh boy, she's like, I told her what to wear and not wear,
Oh boy.
so we're going to get.
She'll be fine.
A treat.
She'll have red lipstick on.
She sure, and it will be also on her teeth.
Okay. Great.
So
Oh my God. Hi, Jan. Love you long time. Okay, guys. We're going to get our guest in here. When he was 5, he attended circus school in Havana, Una, and then moved to
nice.
Miami, where he was on 3 soaps and might have hung out with Uncle Luke. But you may know him from his single where he left us wanting #Moss. Welcome to the studio, William Valdes. Oh
Hi.
my God.
Hi girls, what's up?
Hey.
Hey!
Hey.
I've been super entertained here, like just watching you guys talk.
Oh, well.
thank you. Thank you for being a fan.
I am a fan, you know that.
Well, yeah.
We love it.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Very excited to be here, to be
Good.
honest. Yeah.
I
Good.
mean, you wake up at what time to do your job?
2:50 a.m. every morning.
And you made some time in your day to come here.
I didn't. I mean, I usually go to bed like at 10, so it's
Okay.
You know, and you're special, so it's why not?
Aww. Listen, this guy knows what he's doing. And also, this is really tying into our topic like right off the bat, because it can be, we're talking about like traveling, how you make that work when you're in a relationship, because like physically you're apart from each other a lot. But even if like, let's just, and William, you're like from Cuba and you've lived in Miami and in LA and you're a busy person, but even if you're not necessarily traveling, he's got a schedule that most people don't have. So he,
yeah.
2:50 a.m., like some people's nights end at 12:30. His can't really do that unless it's like a very special occasion. Like that's going to come into factor when you're dating somebody and this person has like a 9 to 5 or maybe doesn't have a job because they're a fucking trust fund baby. I don't know.
Or an Instagram model.
Whatever. I'm just saying that could propose a problem. So we're going to
Propose.
we're going to get into that. We're going to get into all that.
But some rapid fire questions just to kick
Yes.
things off. What's the best date you've ever been on?
I can't remember. I haven't been on a date in forever.
What? Oh my God.
Is it because of all of your travel?
It is because of my job and my travels. Yeah. I've been single for 4 years and a half.
Really?
Damn. Well, maybe people will see you and swipe right on you in our audience.
What is the worst opening line any chick has ever thrown your way? Or dude, I don't know.
Somebody said something to you.
What's your handle on Instagram?
No, really?
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh.
First of all, you have too many
Nowadays, it's
followers.
like-
How are you going to even see that message?
Well, I mean, a lot of girls, they just show up because, they know you have followers and stuff like that, So it's like, bye.
So they want to hang out with you because you have followers?
Yeah, it happens to me all the time. Like back in Miami, either way, like I have friends that they just wanted to be my friends because of, the job that I had and because I had followers. And once I got fired from that job, like all those friends disappeared out of the blue. And, that's when, people are fake, and like, it's like, oh, okay.
Ew.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Like that blatantly obvious. They didn't even try to make it out like they weren't doing that?
Oh, no. I didn't even get like a, hey, what happened? Are you okay with the job?
Just
and
like,
stuff like
bye-bye.
that?
Or like, oh my God, it's okay. You'll get another one. And then you did.
Yeah.
No
but,
one was like that.
But like,
no.
this is like with dating, like what you just said. Like, you're not gonna just ghost somebody. I mean, that's what these people essentially did. At least you have
They
the
friend
gracious,
ghosted you.
have the gracious common courtesy to like throw an explanation. But I guess those people can't really, because they were gonna be like, sorry, I don't want to be your friend anymore. Now that you're not this thing.
No, they just disappeared, and the traveling, it's obviously like, it's really hard. So my life changed when I started my Univision gig. That's when like traveling started to get like worse.
Yeah.
And since I started working on Despierta America, that's when I stopped dating. Literally, because back in Miami, I would wake up like around like 5 to go to work, but here's like 2:50, so I have no life.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, we can work on your schedule. We'll figure this out for you and where to put people in. But, okay, next question. Okay, if you had to pick a host, Ryan Seacrest or Carson Daly?
Ryan.
Yeah?
Definitely, he's my idol, and I want to be like him when I grow up.
Oh, and
He's your American Idol.
Oh my God.
He's not my American Idol, but he's one of like the people that I look.
I mean, he fucking does it.
Okay, well,
He's amazing.
I'm a Carson Daly girl, so.
Cuba or Miami?
Miami, for sure.
Ooh, Jen.
Oh,
No,
I
I'm
didn't
just-
know if you
been
wanted
to
to be.
Cuba?
No,
Have you guys
I
been?
thought you wanted me to answer
No,
that.
I
I'm
know
like,
you haven't been. I'm just saying Jen's from Miami.
No, how about telenovelas or American soap operas?
American soap operas, they pay more.
Oh, I was gonna say why. That's why.
I love
Show
that
me
you
the
just-
money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're gonna get into it. In the past, so you've been single for 4.5 years. In the past, have you dated whilst being immersed in either music with your band or the telenovelas or whatever? Like, how
probably had
did
groupies.
how did you make it work? Because that's a busy schedule too for different reasons.
I mean, I make it work. I have to. I mean, I'm young, so it's like I do get out there, and I meet like new people and stuff. But it's definitely hard when like things start getting serious, because you have to have like a certain kind of like maturity to like actually like be with that person that has a tough schedule. And I've met people that are not there yet.
Why not?
They just get jealous.
Yeah, I
and
was
they
gonna
don't
say
understand my
insecurities.
job, and
Yeah.
Well, guys, later after we talk to William about all of this, we're going to get into some tips about how to overcome some of these things.
But what do you
'Cause
think?
that's a
Like,
big thing.
so how did you try when you were in it? Like, can you think of a thing that you would do to try and like help the situation if someone was insecure or?
I think I haven't found the right person yet, obviously, because once you find that right person, it's like, all right,
You don't have to do
with
that.
the tough schedule or not, but I just haven't,
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah,
I've
but
been
what
so
if that right
concentrated.
person gets jealous? Because even the right people have emotions.
Yeah, that happens.
And
Well, yeah, but
sensitivities.
it's something that they need to understand, and they need to understand my job,
Yeah.
So that's why I
Right.
try to like just go out with people in the business, and not people out of the
Interesting.
business.
But then, do you think that would ever like cause a bigger issue potentially because they might also be just as busy as you? So then you're like ships passing in the night. Do you think it makes more sense to have one person be stationary?
No, I like that though. I like that, both of us have like complicated schedules because, that gives us like space. And I think relationships, you need space. You need to like go to your house and you need to leave me alone for like a couple of days. And then like, let's hang out again until you're mature enough and you're ready to move in together. I cannot live with my girlfriend or like.
Have you ever?
I have. And
Really?
it didn't work out.
Why do you think made that difficult?
I just needed my space, you know?
Yeah,
It was
okay.
like, I remember one time at 3 in the morning, I got up and she was with my phone and I was like, what are you doing? Like, seriously, like, I'm not shitting on you. Like, you know what? Just pick up your stuff and go.
Oh no.
You know what? I honestly, okay, we're talking about schedules, we're talking about being busy, we're talking about insecurities. All these things happen no matter what age you are, but I feel like these things are also kind of age specific. And you're right that you need to get to the point where you're at a certain level where somebody is okay with these things and it's like the right person. And I think it does have to do with a level of maturity.
I mean, people
and
my
experience.
age, people my age don't have my problems because they're not in the industry and they haven't, you know. I started working when I was 15, so my friends now are like in college and they're playing football for college and they're partying their lives out and you know
They don't have real responsibilities.
they don't have like responsibilities yet, no. And so I had to like kind of like grow into that. So I'm more mature than like a lot of my friends, and it's just because of my career, you know. And that's why I'm there. But definitely, like, I mean, I have friends that they don't have the problems that I have because they're
It's not typical for your age.
Exactly.
So why don't you just date an older woman?
I have. And I like
And?
older women.
You do or don't?
I do.
Oh, hey! Wait a minute. Okay, so, and I guarantee you that has to come from like the inner mentality of you just needing that sort of level of maturity.
Yeah.
It's attractive to you.
Yeah, but I mean, I haven't been out there, like, I haven't been on the market just because I've been so, like, busy with my work and stuff, and I kind of, like, you know, dodge all those balls and like, oh, you know, I'll talk to you later or whatever.
Wait, so someone
I think
comes
it's the
towards
list.
you and they're like, you know, flirting or whatever, and you instantly are like, oh, like you kind of put a wall up?
Are
feel
you?
like?
No, I don't put a wall up. I don't put a wall up right away. But I mean, once it starts getting serious, I'm like,
then
yo,
you-
like, hold up,
yeah.
you know, like.
Because you just don't think they can deal. But what if they can, though, and you're cutting something off before it starts?
Right now, I just want to work. I want to hustle.
Yeah.
I want to, like, make it. And I want to, like, you know, like, support my family first before me having my own family. So
Yeah.
it's,
I
you
think
know.
that makes sense.
That makes total
okay, if we're
sense.
talking about age-appropriate things, being that we're older and wiser, and we have things to offer, hopefully, you do have an awesome career. And now is sort of that time to, like, build that kind of thing.
I just think relationships like take a lot of energy and
They do.
They do.
You know, a lot of responsibility as well. So I have a huge responsibility with my family and my work and stuff like that. So it's like I'm not adding something else to the table. I mean, I am open to like, you know, dating and going out and having fun, if you know what I mean. But I mean,
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
Well,
you have to.
should,
We're all
though.
humans, you know.
But I also think that there's times in your life where there are certain things that you want to focus on. And I think that career is always potentially a focus, whether it's like studying in school and then getting like your first job, or there's different levels of that, or whether it's like dating and relationships. That is so layered. It can be going out and having fun and dating, or it can be like seriously finding somebody. But wherever you are in your life and whatever that portion is for you, that's what you're focusing on. If you're focusing on the proverbial dating, which to you means having fun and going out, then that's the level of commitment you can give right now.
However, are you honest with people about that that's what you're looking for when you meet them?
Yeah, I mean, yes, of course.
Like, what do you
Especially
say?
if he's saying he's like kind of like it gets serious and he's not continuing to like string people along.
No,
Yeah,
once it
but-
starts getting serious, I'm like, hey, like, listen, I'm, you know.
Once it starts getting serious.
I don't have time, and I don't feel like that's the person for me, but I still like the person. It's like, I really don't have time for us to get serious right now. You know, let's just be friends and, like, let's see what happens and, like, you know, just let's keep going. I'm not going to put a wall, like, right away, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to be Trump,
Well,
but.
he also has to. Well, in
Way to go,
Trump. I like it. You also. This is where things can get kind of sticky because you can't just cut someone off after like date 1 or 2 because you can't, William, in your mind be like, this person's going to want to get serious and I'm not going to want to. You have to get to a point where somebody starts to morph. Either you and maybe you start to get feelings and you're like, hold on, I got to back off
get
because I
feelings.
don't want to do this, or she does, and either way, at that point, you have to make this call, whether it's you or her. You have to wait for it to start to get serious because sometimes it doesn't. You've had friends or girls that you just like mess around with and it never gets serious. Does that
Yeah.
ever happen?
Of course.
Yeah. So
I have
Yeah.
I have my phone.
he's like, there's a whole list of them right here.
No,
right?
there is, but you know, I mean, I don't think I'm in that time yet where like I want to like get serious. Because for example, like when I started on Despierta America, and I was dating this girl, and things got like super weird because I would like go out of town like every single week for work, for promotion or whatever, and you know she was like, "What are you doing?" And what are you doing right now? And what time are you getting up tomorrow? And I'm like, yo, like just give me my space. And I'm a person that I like my space, and I like to have my own like my me time, you know. And I don't want like girls like on top of you all the time. And I feel like girls my age right now are very like immature and they're not mature yet. Like enough.
Yeah.
Although, you know, like women, they're always gonna be more mature than men at whatever age. But
good thing to know.
Yes, I think that's
yeah,
true.
Yes,
it's true.
audience.
Generally true.
Yeah, but you know, my
But
age.
you also happen to be more mature than dudes your age. So
Yeah.
there's exceptions to the rule. But for the most part.
Which makes sense then why you like older women.
Right.
However, let's go back to this whole traveling thing and all of that stuff. So like when you were with that person, like what happened? Did you have to end it because they couldn't handle you traveling?
I mean, I think it's okay to check in with somebody, but if they're coming at you and they know you're busy and they're asking you like what you're doing, that's annoying.
Yeah, it gets annoying.
Well, it's like
because,
nitpicking
you know, it's,
and like
Yeah.
it's almost like an interrogation rather than like I want to hear about your experience.
Don't do that.
Right.
If you want to check in, maybe express a little vulnerability and be like, "Hey, well, I'm checking in with you. Sorry if it feels like I'm checking in a lot, but I'm away from you and I don't know what you're doing." And maybe you might be a little bit less like defensive. But when someone's coming at you like that, you know, then
it gets boring to be honest. And it's like when you're like trying to find something, you're gonna find something. You know, you're gonna like you are gonna find something. Like this girl was like at 3 a.m. on my phone, and I'm like, dude, like seriously, like chill. You know, like,
But what did she find?
She didn't find anything because I'm very honest, and if I'm with you, I'm with you, and I'm not with anybody else. And I'm, you know, like she needs to understand that I'm a public figure, and I'm gonna get messages all the time on Instagram, and you know this and that. So it's like you have to have a level of maturity, you know, when you're with someone like that works, you know, on the industry or not, you know, like
Was she in the industry or no?
No, she wasn't.
Okay.
And you just have a lot of people have access to you or feel like they know you and they're trying to. And you're also part of your job is to be relatable to people too. So you have to sort of let that persona,
especially if you're on a morning show.
Yeah.
You literally have to be everyone's friend.
That's a really funny topic because I'm a very shy person when I meet people, and like when I'm walking on the streets, like you're a stranger to me. I don't know you. I mean, you might know me because of my work, but I'm not gonna smile at you just because, you know, I saw you walking by or whatever. So a lot of people think. And that happens with like morning show hosts that you become part of their family. So it's like they expect you to be all nice and funny like you are like in the mornings, you know, when they see you at the supermarket. And sometimes I'm like, no, I don't want to be funny,
hey.
you know. And you know, like
You're like, I'm off the job.
Celebrities are people too.
yeah.
Okay, so
They're not just like us.
this one chick that you were dating, she got insecure and maybe wasn't mature and just didn't get it and wasn't that supportive or all those things. Do you feel like that happens no matter what city you date in? Or like, okay, basically my question is, are chicks different geographically? Like
LA
Cuban
versus
chicks,
Miami,
LA.
wherever you've been.
Yeah,
basically.
for sure. Yeah. They're all different, you know. Like someone like in Cuba, for example, like girls in Cuba are not like the girls in the States. Like they're like very like forward and they will come and talk to you. Like the guy.
Do you like that?
I do like that because I'm shy, and like if I like you, I have to be drunk to come up to you and like talk to you, or like, you know, make like that first step of like breaking the ice.
Okay, but wait, hold on. I thought, and this is gonna sound, I'm gonna speak for the masses, like the Latin American Cuban like machismo man, like I'm gonna go out and, which I like that. That is like what I thought was like
You're not all Enrique Iglesias?
No,
so
I'm just saying like no, you're not. I'm just saying, and you're shy, so you like a woman who's gonna come up to you, but there, culture-wise, like, is the woman more the aggressor?
Well, I also grew up in Miami, so I moved to Miami when I was 10. And
But there's such a large Cuban Latin American.
I mean, it's
yeah,
basically
but
the same.
it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. I don't know.
Of course not. You start having sex in Cuba when you're like 13. You know, it's like.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
so
yeah,
my cousins
that's why
are very like.
sometimes parents are very young when
Yeah, my cousins are like super more mature in that case or in that, like, you know, like topic than me, and like they'll go up to a girl and they'll talk to a girl, whatever. But in Cuba, girls are like very, let's do it, you know, like, you know, it's right away. They're not shy at all.
And you like that?
Yeah.
For your personality.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
because I'm shy. It takes me a while to like actually start talking to somebody.
Well, if you were ever going to go on a dating app, then you should go on Bumble because the girl has to talk to the guy first.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Move your microphone closer to your mouth so we can hear your beautiful voice.
Oh, hey, what's up? You hear me now?
Oh my God, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So then you are. Okay, fine. So in Miami, how is it different?
So in Miami, there's a mix, like there's girls from all over Latin America, and it's pretty chill too. Like girls, they're like very like forward as well, but it takes it's like
A
takes
little
while.
different.
It's a little different,
They're
definitely.
still, maybe they
music
approach you
choices
for
are
it.
so
Yeah,
good.
Miami.
Also, I was just curious to hear what you had to say because I'm from Miami, so I was like, what are we? But I don't fall into like the whole like multicultural.
There's a sense of forwardness, but then they play hard to get.
They play hard
It's a
to
little
get. Yeah, that's the
tease.
thing. They play hard to get, so they tease you at first, and they're like, yeah, what's up, huh? And then like it's like, okay, girl, what time? Like it's like.
All right, now LA. What's your
going on?
take on
Yeah.
the chicks in LA?
I haven't done anything here. Like I just.
Come on, you still like.
no, well, we talked about his schedule. However, though, once you leave the show, you are going to an event. Do you not meet people at these events?
Yeah, but I'm usually there with my friends and stuff, and I haven't like my mind is not like right now. I'm not thinking about like
Yeah.
dating somebody. It's like my mind is like thinking about like working and like
Yeah.
growing up as a person. I just adopted a dog on Sunday, so I don't feel alone anymore.
That's
Which is-
cute.
that's
But
good.
that's
a lot of
that's a lot of
A
responsibility.
lot of
Yeah.
responsibility.
It's like having a kid.
It is like having a kid, and it's a puppy too, right?
It's a puppy, yeah.
Wait, tell
Oh.
everybody the puppy's social media handle because he needs some followers.
Soy papi like daddy, like papi in
Like
Spanish.
PAPI?
Yeah.
SOY
Valdez, my last name. Yeah.
No.
Soy papi Valdez. Follow him on Instagram.
Wait,
What?
so does that mean he is Papi Valdez?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm Papi
I
Valdez.
am Papi Valdez.
No, but the thing is that I started so I saw like 10 dogs,
Yeah.
and I would call all of them like Papi, come here.
Yeah.
And then the only one who reacted to that, it was his
Him.
original name is Hamilton. So
sorry,
I'm
what?
sorry.
Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Like the musical.
Yeah, but it's too long and it's too complicated. So
Yeah,
it's like, and I have
Ham.
I have an accent too when I talk, so it's
do?
like, yeah,
Oh my God. Kind of want him to whisper in my ear a little bit with that.
yeah.
I mean, I love my
Yeah.
boyfriend, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, he doesn't have an accent.
So I just call him
That's
Papi,
weird
and I'm
that he
like,
doesn't.
Papi,
Okay,
come here. And he
that's
gets
a
all
perfect
happy.
name
Yeah.
because it kind of also sounds like puppy. I call my
that is cute.
I call my cat Pup, which is weird. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so what kind of a pup is Poppy?
So Papi's a Chihuahua pug.
No, there
mix.
he is.
Yes, is he there?
Puppy.
Oh, yeah, he's on the screen.
Yes, that's
He's
him.
a cute
Oh,
guy.
Only
he's
2
a-
pictures though, but
He's a
You gotta
handsome.
get on that social media. He's got a lot of followers, more than most people.
He's a,
I opened it up yesterday, so we'll see.
he's a handsome devil.
Thank you.
Is he gonna be an influencer dog?
Well, hopefully, if it brings me money like Toby Valdez, I
Wait,
have another
listen.
dog.
Oh, that's your other. Oh wait, how did
In
the
Miami,
dogs...
though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is that movie coming out, Secret Life of Pets. So
That's
two.
already.
Oh,
two.
those.
Yeah.
Dose.
I did something with the first one.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
now you have Papi Valdez.
Oh,
to
he'll go
do-
to the premiere with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, if they invite me,
Yeah.
for sure.
You
I
guys
know people.
invite
Yeah, I know
him.
you know people.
Anyway, guys. So we talked about how you can travel a lot for work. Yeah. And so a lot of people travel for work, and there are things that they have to do or be considerate of when in a relationship with others, like some of the tips that we have here today that
Yeah.
we're going to address. Something that might come up while, the absence, makes the heart grow fonder. It also might cause anxiety
Yeah.
in the person that is left behind.
Yeah.
Because they might feel like certain things go on while that person's away and then check that said person's phone.
Yeah, at 3 in the morning
Yeah.
and get kicked the F out.
Exactly. So we want to all,
Prevent that from happening.
right. So we're going to recognize that resentment that you might hold on to can cause more tension than the travel
Then traveling
itself.
itself. Basically, what you need to do is acknowledge your anxiety and where it's coming from.
Right.
Like if you just put it all on like, oh, well, Will's traveling all the time and it just stresses me out. It's like, but what about that actually stresses you out? Because now you're just making it about travel. What is it that you feel? Address how you feel. Do you feel like you have a loss of control? Do you feel like...
Are you unsure of where your relationship stands?
Do you-
Where you
or-
feel like it might be like, oh, if it's out of the state, what's that?
Even-
Like Vegas, if it happens in Vegas.
stays in
Stays in
Vegas,
Vegas, for
or
sure.
Right.
even if you feel even deeper, what if it's like this Will is like so in love with his job and having so much fun, my resentment is coming from the fact that I am actually not really happy with my job.
Right, because you get to do all these cool things and travel and
Yeah,
stuff.
but I also think that, when your partner or whatever, like, the case may be is a girl or guy, gets like super like, weird about you traveling is because there's something behind that.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Yeah.
And
yeah.
something happened that, it gives you insecurity of like, what is Will doing when, he's in LA? And, Will might be like working, all the time, but Will might be doing, other stuff. So it's like,
You can't
it depends
place,
on the person.
Yeah, you can't place previous like baggage onto you, and you also can't place your own baggage onto the other person. If you're having anxiety because you're not as happy in your job, then that's not Will's fault that he travels and is happy in his job.
Right. Also, travel is travel. You can't be mad at the act of traveling. If your issue is the fear that the person is away and might do something bad that you might not know about, and you proceed to social media stalk and stuff like that, then your bigger issue is the trust.
I think so.
Plus, think about it. If your partner travels a lot, that means that he has a good status in America and Alberta United or whatever. So that means that like you guys can take the kick-ass vacation.
This
We'll get
is
there.
when
I have 500,000 miles, by the way.
we are getting
You, wait,
to
you
there.
have how many?
500,000 miles.
It's a lot of. I
So-
mean, for you to even say that out loud, I have like
Global.
9,000.
He's global. Guys, I don't even know. I don't think I have any. But that is all about the positive perspective and the
Yes.
power of positive perspective. And we talked about that on our last show. But it's like, see what he just did? He was like, also
Totally
think
spun
about the silver lining. So use the power of your perspective and the positive perspective to now, like we're going back to the first one. Like, let's say I'm not really happy in my life, and I think I'm placing like blame. And what is it called when you project?
Yes.
I'm projecting this onto my partner. Maybe I can really take this time, #alone time,
Oh, yeah.
to work on myself.
Which brings us to the next one.
Listen to a fucking podcast about dating and relationships called It's Complicated and
you'll
do
learn.
some work.
You'll learn how.
Go to therapy, read a book.
Guys, you can go to your gym often. You can practice cooking. You can read. You could see friends you don't normally get to see and that
Yeah.
are probably like, oh, so you're in a relationship and I don't see you when he's in town.
Yeah, but you
like,
got to be careful with that because everyone has compartmentalized sections of their life, right? Well, like you, for example, are working a lot and there's a lot of time dedicated to that right now. But tonight you're specifically saying, I'm coming to your event tonight to your friend because they're your friend and you want to support them. But that doesn't happen often. That friend shouldn't turn around to you and be like, oh, now you just decided to come tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been super supportive with my friends and stuff, but it just really depends on who you are as a person and if you want to be there or not, you know. And it's the same thing with the relationships. You gotta understand. I mean, if you want to be with someone, it's like you have to understand that, you know, Jennifer has to be here at 6 o'clock in the afternoon because she needs to do like, it's complicated. You know, that's what it comes with the baggage. You know, it's like you open up like the book and that's what it is. If you don't like it, too bad. Bye.
Yeah, there are some
responsibilities
there are some set
responsibilities,
things.
and I actually think it's better to have somebody with like a certain set of responsibilities.
Totally.
Because then they're not flim-flamming around, and you're like, where the hell is that person?
And also,
why are they off flim-flamming? And I don't know what that
Wouldn't
means.
it be nice to know, like, Will is on the set from like 3:30 a.m. until
8:30
in the morning.
8:30 in the morning.
So
It's a lot of hours.
this is
early.
I'm sleeping, but maybe I know I have till 8:30 in the morning to like go work out, or whenever you get home, I'm gonna go make sure I work out into that, and then I'm gonna go to my job. And when he comes home, he'll be home maybe with dinner for it. There's a schedule,
Yeah.
and that's like kind of. Think
I
about
love
it,
a good schedule.
Think about it
When you
as
know what
It's called
everyone's doing.
responsibilities
Think
after
about
all.
it as
Yeah.
comforting, though,
Yeah.
right? Because you know you're here at all these times, and that gives you this alone time, which we think is like a spin on the positive perspective.
and it gives you the space you need, like you said you really like, when you know who's going to be where and that you have all this free time because your schedules don't necessarily align. You can do the things that matter
Yeah.
to you for you because you have the free space. You've actually said recently that you need to figure out how to make sure that you're still having like your independent Lauren time versus your relationship time.
But I do know, like, my boyfriend just went to Burning Man, and I was like,
Nice.
I mean, it's not my jam, but I respect that it's his. And I like, yeah, I mean, there is a lot of nice alone time. I'm not saying I like being away from him, but I cherish that time. Like, I get the remote. I don't mind watching football, but like, I get to watch the Housewives. I put on like one Housewives show, and he was like, what is this? I'm like, we watch football all day. Who is that black dude that like preaches when he talks at the round table on the I don't know, Jeff, do you watch? I don't know. Are you? I can't. There's this announcer. He's like an ESPN guy.
I definitely know
And
him.
he is like gives me anxiety because he's so loud.
Jeff's
when
probably
he talks.
looking it up.
He's looking him up. Anyway, he's this dude. He has a very specific personality. I hear this guy's voice like yelling all day long, and it's fine. But I'm like, I put the Housewives on for a second, and it's like he's like, what is this? Anyway, he's gone.
Meanwhile, though, that would be a good time for him to like aimlessly scroll through Instagram or like read a book or.
But that's what I'm saying.
But I had my alone time.
You need your alone time.
Yes.
You definitely do need
And
your
I
alone time.
didn't-
Absolutely.
And I do believe this with people who are married. My mom is married with my stepdad for like 13 years.
Aw.
They need their alone time.
Yes.
You know, they both get like super like crazy at home. So it's like you need to like go like, you know, go to the park. And you need to go with your friends to the casino and like have fun, you know. But you could see that, you know, and they've been together for
And
13 years.
that's what makes it work.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds
For
like they
me,
figured it
it's
out.
Perfect.
Have you learned a lot from their dynamic of like giving each other space?
Yeah, of course. I mean, and I think that's super important. I'm not that lucky with the love situation in my life. I haven't been lucky.
There's still time.
for like the,
Yeah,
the past
you're-
4 years.
you have
but
time.
I'm still young, and there's still time. There's still hope.
There's still
There's
hope.
definitely
still hope.
still hope. But
You know what? And you're not unattractive. I feel like someone
I
somewhere
mean,
will like
hello.
you.
If you're
are you telling me
listening-
that I'm attractive?
I just said you're not unattractive.
Oh,
okay.
please.
Thank you.
See, she's being an American LA girl right now. Or a
From
Miami
Miami.
girl who is like being forward but then teasing
Oh,
you.
I had the best signature move in Miami. I had like such a look I
What?
would give somebody from across the bar or club or wherever the hell I was.
What was it? Yeah, probably the club because you're in Miami.
Oh, well, I would make eye contact and look away.
You have a
very-
boyfriend, right?
No.
Oh, you don't have a boyfriend anymore.
Did you miss that whole part about me going on dates and letting them down easy?
Oh.
Yes, no
But
boyfriend.
that
No, we
was
broke up.
before. You
Yeah.
guys broke up because.
Yeah.
Yes, I had a boyfriend and then
Okay.
I did not.
Okay.
So
Now she does not.
Correct.
Presently, she does not.
I do not. But I would give a look.
She's enjoying her alone time.
I am. I watch a lot of homework, guys.
It's already begun.
And I go on dates and then I tell them to not call me.
And then you're nice about it.
Yeah, you see, but that's another topic you guys should talk about because what would you go on a date and like just tell the guy, hey, I like bye.
No,
Wait,
I
You're
say-
supposed to be talking to a guy for like, you know, weeks before you go on a date.
Why? That's a long
Wait,
process.
hold on. That's what you think. Though. Wait, okay, hold
What, do
on.
you go to
Let's
Cotillion
expand.
and then call
Wait,
them later? Like,
why?
what happens?
Okay,
I mean,
tell
I
us
don't-
your you are comfortable speaking with someone a lot before you actually go out.
Oh, for sure. You have to have like chemistry before, like, you know, like through text and like to see if, you know.
You can tell.
But is that not just a waste of time? What if you don't and you're giving them all this time?
You can tell through text if you have like, you know, chemistry or not with that person.
Maybe he's a good communicator, Jen.
But why does it have to be so many weeks in time?
Not weeks and times, but you don't meet someone yesterday and you go out with that person after your podcast.
No?
If you live in New
No.
York, if
Oh.
you live in New York, you do. That's
Or
how
in
they do it
LA.
in New York.
I
No,
don't
not
know.
in LA. They don't
No,
do it
I've
like
had
that.
some people recently like really get to the punch. I'm like, how did you know it like that?
Oh.
See,
I don't have time to waste.
I
have a
agree.
busy schedule.
In New York, I dated in New York. The men were, so we are again talking about like traveling and being away, but geographically how it affects things too. Like the dudes in New York legit would get you on a dating app and be like, what part of town do you live in? I'd be like the Upper East Side, West Side. It was the West Side. I don't even remember where I lived. Upper West Side. And they'd be like, oh my God, there's this bar around the corner. I'm on 39th and Lexington. Meet me here. Like literally.
But that's scary too.
No, it just.
But wait,
well,
though.
What's
It is
scary to me
scary.
is that people
Like,
don't have
you're
preset
talking to a
plans.
stranger,
I
literally.
know, but you can be Ted Bundy and like string me along for a little bit. For
Or you
like,
could easily kill us after the show.
yeah, I mean, you
granted,
could
I
still
know you,
kill me
but-
after texting me for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
I understand what you're
You're
saying.
playing
you
a
understand
long
what I'm
game
saying?
to kill
Like,
somebody,
you know?
and they're playing a short game to kill somebody. It's all the same, really.
All the time.
the
It's-
matter
I
of
don't know.
how
I
much
wouldn't
time
go
you
out
have
with
to commit.
someone like right away.
Okay,
I would
so-
like just unless we meet at a bar and like, you know,
In person.
In person. When you meet someone through a dating app or through social media, it's very dangerous. You have to like at least talk to them for like a week.
Okay,
I appreciate
listen,
your safety.
I-
Also, do you think that you're used to that process more because you're usually somewhere else and potentially meeting somebody, and then like you're not necessarily going to be able to.
Yeah,
even
you're not
get to
available
them.
right away.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean,
And that's what he's used to and comfortable with. And it does kind of make sense. Maybe try to get to know somebody in stages. Texting. Do you ever FaceTime before you meet
of
somebody?
course you have to FaceTime.
Wait, so how do you, okay, because some
What?
people are uncomfortable by that. How do you approach it? Are you like,
All
can
right.
we FaceTime before we meet?
No. It's just, hey, what are you doing? What's up? Like, hey, you want to FaceTime? And it just, you know, it's right away.
No, but does she then go get hair and makeup ready? Like I have to not.
You do not have to get makeup and
Listen,
hair.
most of the time I do not look like this. Let's be honest.
No, come on.
Girls will want to do that. But wait, now, do you, so listen, you're talking about chemistry through text and you feel like you can really tell. Have you ever been texting with somebody and you're like, I like this girl's banter. She's funny. And then you FaceTime and you're like, oh, fuck, I was wrong.
No, I haven't been there, but I have friends that, you know, they have like been talking to this girl and whenever they meet at the bar, it's not a girl. It's someone else. So it's like, or it's not that girl, it's another girl. And it's very like, you know, it's catfish.
Catfishy?
Of course.
Damn.
Okay.
That's why you gotta like.
Here's the thing, though.
Unless you meet them,
Well,
No, but here's the thing. If you're texting and all that, listen, we talk about how, dating is like almost like a village that helps you with that. Like, what if I am not good at texting, but I enlist my friend Lauren to
like
help me
Roxanne.
write text to you, and then you think I'm all funny and stuff, but you meet me in person after talking for a week of me being super funny, and then in person I'm like snooze.
Well, it's 2018. We're going to 2019. You got to be good at texting.
I'm not. I can barely even do a caption on social media.
No, that's
it
not
was
true.
really a challenge today, and I'm still
I'll teach you
editing it.
some.
That's
Okay.
not true, but
You write
you're
me my
not wrong.
captions.
You're not wrong. Like, work on it then. Work on making
it.
sure.
If I'm
no,
funny,
not you. Or you,
I'm not
or
funny.
whoever is the proverbial
But
bad texter.
somebody might like that. Somebody might like you.
That I'm shitty at texting.
But they might think it's
They
cute.
might think it's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, I
You
gotta
know-
be honest. There are certain people I'm like real good at texting with, but it's because they're good at
Well,
responding.
so you have a chemistry
to
with that
me-
person.
Exactly.
Fine. Okay.
So that's what. So if you feel like
We have
it's
good witty banter.
it's flowing out of you easily, it's not just because you're the good texter. It's because something good is going on between you.
Yeah, and nowadays you have Snapchat, so it's like, hey, send me a snap and like this and that. Like you have
People
to be,
still use that?
I use it.
Oh.
I use it for other things.
Oh.
Oh,
brother.
hey, because it disappears.
Exactly.
Oy.
Just follow. What are you, William
Valdes.
Oh, he's like,
I like that you-
follow. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like
keep it
everybody.
consistent.
Everybody. No, yes. Okay, so.
Back to our tips,
yes,
guys.
okay, so you're working on
Just
the
the
alone
tips.
time. Now, if you get to the point where you're with somebody, you're serious, William, you've gotten past that this is serious and you're with this chick.
And you don't need
and
all
you're
that space.
starting to feel like you're both mature, but you're starting to feel like the traveling is becoming a problem because it could, even for the most mature person. The next best thing we think that you do is have a very vulnerable, honest conversation with your partner about how the traveling makes you feel. Please allow the traveler to also tell you how it makes them feel, because you're not alone, right? William could be like, you think it's glamorous all the time, that I'm on TV and I look great, but I have to wake up at 2:50 every AM. Like, this does not fun for me. Like, how do you think it makes me feel?
Right.
It's not glamorous.
It's
work,
not. I'm just saying
everybody works. It's horrible.
You have to prepare
You're
for your
allowed-
job. You have to
Yeah.
go to
Yeah,
your job.
you're allowed to
recover
also
from your
have
job.
anxiety from your job stresses too. It's not just about the other person. Like, you also are now carrying their anxiety and your own. Like, you have to have an open conversation.
Yeah, in my case, it's like the parties, and like usually when I'm out of town, it's because I'm hosting some award show. So like, if I was just in Puerto Rico last weekend, and this girl I was talking to, she was like, "So what are you doing now?" And this and that. I'm like, "I'm going to the after party," and this and that. And who you're going with? And I'm like, "What do you mean? Who am I going with? Like, your girl?" I'm like, "I don't even like. We're just talking, like, chill, like,
Yeah.
And, we
Who
just
are you going with?
like, what do you mean? Who am I going with?
Is
I'm here
she
with my
young?
team, working. I just worked for like 15 hours.
And also, I can't believe a girl would be stupid enough to just be like, "Who are you going with?"
Well, I think it's an age thing. Is
It's
this
an age
person
thing.
young?
What is
Yeah.
her name?
Okay.
What is his name? Jake from State Farm. It's like, calm down, everyone.
Right.
You're also being very transparently jealous. So
Totally.
maybe try and like have a poker face a little.
Or just be honest about how you're feeling, because
Yes.
the other person's not a mind reader, and you can't expect them to know you have anxiety just because you do. So you have to like leave room for your partner to be able to express how they're feeling, because both people might feel like, shit, I have to go because I want to support our future and take us on really nice vacations and potentially buy you an engagement ring. So I have to go on all these trips, and you don't want to say that out loud because
But if you're not being supportive of that, then that's not fair. Like, you
No.
also want to be supportive of the
There's both
things
sides of
that
this
your
coin.
partner loves to do. And
Yeah.
if William's like,
or
I
has
have
to do, because a job is a job
Yes,
is a job.
I have
so
to
if you
do
travel
these
for work-
things. Please don't make it difficult on me. Also, please know that these things are difficult for me too. Like,
Yeah.
it's difficult for you.
And you're not traveling because you just want to go to New York
Yeah.
for the weekend, or you want to go to New York for 3 days. You're traveling because you work. You have
Yeah.
to go. It's not like vacation
Wait,
time.
and it might be grueling like that. It might be a quick turnaround. Like,
Yeah.
we went to the Dominican and we flew on like some crazy ass flight on a Friday and flew back on a Sunday, and that's 3 different time zones away, and you're working while you're
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
You
it's a
are
lot.
exhausted. You don't catch up on sleep because then you're on a flight again somewhere else, and you have to be on the whole time, and it's actually not that glamorous.
It's not.
Well,
it
I
can be
work.
fun, but
I usually just go work, but I try to have fun. We had fun.
But also you.
that's what we do.
Yeah, but you also need to be supportive of your partner finding the time to have fun. Like, if I'm staying at home and my partner's traveling, like, you should support that I'm going to go out with my girls. I should support that also your partner should be able to find time within this work event to not be a robot and go out and do, and also it's kind of part of your job to show up at an event.
You want them to also enjoy it and have a good time. Because also, by the way, if you're in a relationship, you should want the best for your significant
and
other.
them to be happy.
And like I would love to my significant other go out with their friends and like you do your thing and I do my thing. Sometimes we do things together. We don't have to go out every time together. I mean, I think it's so important in relationships. Like, if you want to go out with your friends, you go out with friends. I go out with my friends and then like, we'll meet up or whatever. We'll go out tomorrow together. We'll go to dinner.
Exactly.
But I think everybody should have their space.
And that goes to the next thing we think. So making while traveling or just in your relationship, making explicit plans to be in touch is important. Like, first of all, we've had 1 billion guys on this show that all of them have said, and you can back this up, please just tell us what to do. And not in a way like a controlling way. Just tell us what you want. Like a man to a woman, because you women, quote unquote, can be very confusing. So just fucking say it. Like we've had a lot of guys just say, just tell us what you're trying to say, because it's very confusing. And you're confusing us, right?
Girls are very complicated.
Thank you.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
So you guys are complicated.
Right, that's why we have a show. Thank you.
And sometimes it's like, oh, let's go out here. But no, babe, because, they don't have outside sitting or whatever. It's like, there's always like a but.
Just tell us what you want.
Tell me where you want to go,
Right.
and I'll just take you there.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be a guessing game.
But you need to know who your partner is, and you need to know what she likes. Because once you know what she likes and the places that she wants to go,
then you can do.
It's like, hey, babe, let's go.
Hopefully, people listen to each other and what they like and don't like, and remember stuff.
You can interject once you know somebody, but also
I actually think that's a really great quality. If you do know your person so well, you can think for them because you know what they like.
But know that there's a constant evolving that's happening, and especially when you're having maybe a moment of insecurity or anxiety, it's hard to articulate these feelings clearly. So try your best to be very explicit about what you want and what you expect. And when you're traveling,
stay in touch, and not in the way where it's like, you must call me at 8 p.m. and if you didn't, you're cheating on me. It should actually be,
because that's insecurity. That's you're being insecure. So you need to see what the problem is.
No, it's more a matter of, let's at least talk in the morning and before we go to sleep. Whatever happens during the day. You got work to do, you got shit to do.
It has to be what works for both of you.
It could be more it's an easygoing thing. We check in the morning, we say, hey, even if you can't have a phone conversation, you send a text, I'm thinking of you. Whatever it is, you make up, it's almost like you don't have to make an explicit plan because you should just want to be in touch.
Well, no, but I think, yes, and you both clearly are wanting it to work, but I think the meaning behind explicit is also clarity. Hey, listen, whatever works for you, I actually kind of want to talk to you right when I'm going to bed because I kind of want to dream about you. So just call me whatever it is tonight, call me right when you're going to bed, even if it's for 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I love talking to my girl all day, at least through text. It's not all day because, we all work.
That.
But you're at work, but you go to lunch and it's like, hey, shoot me out a text. Hey, I'm at lunch. What's up? How's your day? I love that.
Okay, so then
really, even with all your space
No, hold on. So William would then tell his partner, I like keeping in touch with you all day. So you might tell your partner, just because you're the one that's traveling, I'm going to want to text you when I'm going to lunch and when I'm doing A, B, or C, and she's going to need to make sure she's available.
Or on the flip side, if you're dating somebody that travels, let's say you didn't travel, but you like that kind of style of communication, and your partner traveled all the time. And you were like, I like to talk throughout the day. And that person was too busy to talk
but not talking.
You would then need to figure that out.
It's fine to me. With me, it's fine. If you're busy, you're busy. And
you'll
text
me
whenever. Of course, you'll text me whenever. When I was 15, I was like, damn, this girl's taking so long to text me back. So
the little
I will
dots.
count. Literally, if I will text you at 2 p.m. and you will text me at 2:45, I wouldn't reply to you 45 minutes later.
No.
That's how immature I was. But that was back when I was 15.
Yeah, listen, there are still adult people that do that.
Now, it's listen, if you can text me back because you're working and you're busy, that's fine.
You respect that,
and I respect that, obviously. But I do like talking to that person. It's
you like checking in casually,
yeah, of course,
with no pressure.
Yeah,
and you could say that to someone.
And that's not giving you space. That's not or taking space from you. That you have your own space.
Yeah.
Well, it's just ironic because you said you like space so much, but then to talk to them.
No, but see, but that's for him. That's okay spatially for him.
Space for me, it's you're on top of me the whole entire time, and we're hanging out every single day and 24/7, and you're sleeping over my house every day and this and that. That's
checking my fucking phone and all that. Yeah,
that's what
give
call
me
it
a lot of
bothers me. It's
anxiety.
like, yo, I have to
That's-
have, yeah.
that's
yeah.
not
Like
okay.
going to a gym together, like going
No,
to
no.
You need your own lives that you
Exactly.
can
Back-
share with each other in terms of like, you know, you
In
don't
the
do
right ways.
everything together, but you talk about it. And
Back
stuff.
that ass up.
Oy.
Okay.
Okay. So the next thing, make the homecoming special.
So now you spent all this time away. Make this a celebratory event. He's coming home. I'm going to make his favorite meal. I'm going to wear his favorite color bra. I'm going to...
Or
it doesn't
this
even have to
person
be...
might be super tired. And I know that I really want to go on a date, but instead of making this person go out because they're super tired after traveling this whole weekend, I'm going to plan a cool date at home.
Or
Right? Like
I'm
that's
gonna
the
have
understanding
I'm gonna
and
have,
you both get what you want.
I'm awake and I want to have fun, but I'm gonna have the bed ready for him with like a candle and some relaxing music, and I'm gonna like tuck him into bed, and I'm gonna go talk to Jen on the phone. Like
tuck him
do
into bed.
whatever. I'm just saying, like, make it an event.
That's cute.
Celebrate
I would
the
love
fact.
that, to be honest.
If somebody
Celebrate.
tucked you in?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
You know,
yeah.
like do the bed and get the candles ready and this and that, and you know, like when you come back from like 3 days of working, you know, in New York or whatever, it's like you need to relax. You need your own space.
But
You're
like, what if the person literally comes and like puts the covers over you and like
I
makes
have
sure that you're
legit
super tucked?
tuck. I sleep with a blankie. I'm in my 30s and I sleep with a blankie. It's legit. And in the morning, if I'm getting up earlier to like work out or whatever, I put the blankie on my boyfriend's ear. Like I ball it up like this and I put it over his ear, and then I leave because I'm like, oh, it's muffling the sound a little.
Oh.
And I've like come in like 20 minutes later and he's like asleep with his mouth open, like blankie on the ear.
I actually like to cuddle like when like you're about to go to bed and you're like cuddling and stuff, but then it's like, okay, you go to your side
Me
and
too.
I go to my
I do
side.
that too.
Same.
Yeah,
I get
it's-
real hot.
Yeah, of course.
I'm like,
I
get
get
your
super
heavy
hot.
ass body
No,
up.
I don't understand people that can do that. I like am in an inferno. I like heat up,
Oh,
and I'm
me
like,
too.
Yeah,
My
me too.
cuddling,
if I could get in a king size bed all the
my
time.
cuddling like time frame is like 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but
Mine is
And
5.
then when you get up in the morning, it's like, oh, babe,
Yeah,
come
and
on.
then again,
Oh,
and
you're
then
still
again.
here? That's so nice.
And then it's like,
Okay. And last thing, really quick, you mentioned this. You have Miles. You guys, this is the power of positive perspective. Make it a workcation, right? William's going to fucking Miami for some event and he's done at the event on Friday at 3 p.m. You better bet your ass you're flying in and you're at the airport at 4 to go have a weekend in Miami with your hot boyfriend.
Right. And stay at the hotel and stuff and do the Miami stuff.
And if
because
he has to
you're
work,
already there. He's already
and if
there.
he
so
has
you
to
go.
work the next day on a conference call, sit in the cafe next to him and drink your coffee and look at the beach while he's
Also,
on the call.
be supportive.
Have a
that's all.
computer and do some work yourself.
How about
I don't
that?
know. Or maybe go to the spa. Or maybe, I don't know, do something for yourself. But
I've never been to Miami for more than a couple of hours, and if I was there, I would find plenty to do, like lay
Yeah.
on the
There's
beach and drink a
plenty to
drink.
do.
so there's like museums, there's all kinds of things to do. So you can sort of like double down on a work event and make it a workation, which is great, and it makes things fun for you guys, and then you can fill each other
You
in
guys
on what the
respect
work
your
was like
partner
all
and
that.
be honest and just make it work if people travel. You gotta
It's not the end of the world. There are worse things. You could have somebody that travels a lot, or you could have somebody that cheats in your same town. You know, traveling doesn't make for a cheater.
it doesn't mean
No.
find the positive power of positive perspective in travel.
Yeah, but that's insecurities too, because if
Yeah.
your partner hasn't given you any, like, you know, any excuses or whatever for you like to be a cheater or whatever, it's because your past relationships you've been cheating on. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna take care of myself now, and you know, if this guy goes off, he's gonna be probably cheating on me. So that's like more like mentally.
Yeah,
like, you.
if that's
Living
happening,
in the past,
if that's
that
happening,
doesn't
Yeah.
have to come into the future.
If that is
or the
happening
current
with no
relationship.
logic and no rationale, then you, the person who's receiving that, just needs to know that's a red flag and you got to go.
And I always say this: if you're like shitting on me with somebody else, trust me. If it's today or tomorrow,
It'll
or in
come
3
out.
months, it'll
You'll
come
find out.
You'll
I
find out.
agree.
You'll
Truth, the
find out.
Always
truth
happens.
always surfaces.
Sure
And with
does.
that said, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
We
you.
had
Guys.
the best time. Please remind everybody where they can find you and anything coming up next for you that we can look out for.
Just follow me at William Valdes, and I just finished hosting Miss Universe PR and Puerto Rico, so probably I'll go back to the island next year and we'll negotiating if I do Miss Universe.
Oh my
Oh,
God, I love
damn.
it so much. Hey,
Love
ya.
it. And I also love Friendtober, guys. That's what
That's
this
right.
is. We are celebrating our friends in October. William is one of our friends, and we will keep the party going. And next week, we actually have surprise guests.
We have 2 surprise guests.
So exciting. And you guys get to hear about Lauren's birthday this weekend, so don't forget to tune in again and follow us
you-
at Complicated Show
Yes.
on all the socials.
If you want to find out who these surprise guests are, trust me, you're going to want to find out.
Oh, We've been waiting a while for these guests.
This is a build-up, you guys.
One specifically.
You have to listen.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, please. So don't forget to tune in and follow us at Complicated Show. Jen, where can everyone find you?
At Jennifer Golden on all the social media platforms.
That's with one F and one N. And you can follow me at Lauren Leonelli on all the social medias, and that's actually 2 N's in both of the names, but that's neither here nor
No, you have 1 N in Lauren.
And Leonelli.
So that's
2.
So 2 N's total.
Jen.
Total, though.
Total. That's
2
what I said in
L's.
both of the names.
Oh.
No, 3 L's.
Oh, Lauren.
Oh, my God. Math is not her strong point.
Wine-y The Pooh.
Wine-y The Pooh
And
is
we
here.
leave you at that, guys.
Yes.
We love you long time.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.